Hi, we're group 3. Shane, Emily, Vivian, and I will be talking about anxiety and depression. So anxiety is a disorder that doesn't go away and can get worse over time, and some symptoms interfere with daily activities such as job performance, schoolwork, and relationships. And depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and a loss of interest and can interfere with a person's daily functioning.
Anxiety and depression affects all age groups, races, ethnicities, and genders. However, these groups are not affected at equal rates. In a study conducted by the CDC in 2019, 11.2% of adults had regular feelings of anxiety, 4.7% of adults had regular feelings of depression, and 9.5% of adults went to mental health counseling. There was a 10% increase in anxiety symptoms through 2020, most likely due to the social isolation of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the US, white Americans have higher rates of social anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and panic disorder than other racial groups. However, African Americans have the highest rates of post-traumatic stress disorder, and Asian Americans have the lowest rates of each type of anxiety disorders. When looking at rates of depression, an unadjusted model that accounts for only race shows non-Hispanic Black Americans having the highest probability of depression. However, in a model that adjusts for race, assets, and demographic characteristics, non-Hispanic white Americans have the highest probability. This table shows the specific rates of anxiety among races from the previous graph. Women are affected by generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and specific phobias at twice the rate of men, but both genders are affected by social anxiety disorder equally. Rates of depression increase with a decrease in family income, so we can see that socioeconomic level plays a major role in likelihood of a depressive disorder. There are many risk factors for anxiety and depression, including genetics, substance abuse, medication side effects, trauma, and low socioeconomic status.
Measures have been taken by the public health community at the local, state, and federal level to promote healthy mental health mindsets and to end the stigma against or associated with mental health. Specifically at UCSD, there's CAPS. You can make appointments and schedule forms, the San Diego Access and Crisis Line, which refers individuals to resources within San Diego. And then the National Alliance on Mental Illness in San Diego shares information and strives to end the stigma associated with mental health. At the state level, there is the California Mental Health Services Division that target different audiences such as youth, adults, and homeless. At the federal level, there's the National Council for Behavioral Health, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, which both work to to promote mental health and resolve addiction treatment services, and the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Mental health has a very colorful history. Until recently, it's become a public health crisis, and the public health community has been working to end the stigma associated with it, as well as promoting treatments like psychotherapy and psychopharmacology. Screening involves a primary care physician, which will run physical and psychological exams to come up and determine a proper diagnosis. And as far as alleviating the problem, again, I believe we're at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to mental health, and there's a lot more to go. But I think two of the biggest barriers that individuals face are the social stigma and accessibility, which go hand in hand. And in fact, in a 2018 study, some of the reasons for the accessibility barrier were limited options and long waits, lack of awareness, social stigma, and high costs with insufficient insurance coverage.
Okay, now we'll be introducing available information about care to the public. You can easily find information both on depression and anxiety. So to seek care for depression, just how Shane explained earlier, there's a program here at UCSD, and their mission is to promote student mental health and well-being through counseling, outreach, and consultation. There is a national helpline where you can reach help 24/7 at 1-800-662-HELP. As for anxiety, you can contact a Samaritan by emailing joe@samaritan.org to find tips, suggestions, and audio guides to the website above. Some common main misconceptions is it's all in your head. The truth is that depression is a medical condition related to brain chemistry, function, and structure, and sometimes involves biological factors, so you should reach out. Another is depression only affects women. It discourages men to discuss their feelings, so men turn away treatment. If you're a man experiencing depression, anxiety, know that you are not alone. And lastly, medication will change your personality and you'll be taking it forever. Antidepressants typically make people not feel medicated, so their job is to correct the brain chemistry that causing your symptoms. So your doctor will let you know if your medication is working for you. And here are our works cited.